tal, amigos? Buenas tardes. Bienvenidos una vez más a otro episodio emocionante de Foodcast. Nos da mucho gusto tenerlos nuevamente con nosotros y gracias por permitirnos entrar a sus hogares una semana más. Agradecemos, como siempre, la colaboración de nuestros amigos de CBU, César y Ernesto, por coproducir este programa con nosotros. A nuestros amigos de Lady Brand. Y pues bueno, el día de hoy tenemos una invitada que el público nos ha solicitado muchísimo invitarla. Aparte de que, bueno, es una persona excelente, es una amiga excelente y como chef, personalmente la admiro mucho. Nuestra querida amiga Gina Ray. Sí, Gina, today we're going to have Gina from Whiskey Kitchen. Gina, thank you so much for being here. It's a very pleasure and honor to have you here.
Un placer también. I have measure as well.
Cabe resaltar que su español es perfecto. Gina, your Spanish is almost perfect.
Oh, my goodness, no. Pero yo trabajo con eso. I work on it. Es importante.
Amazing. How many years do you live in Mexico?
15. About 15.
And you're still learning.
Exactly. Gina, kitchen Spanish is awesome.
I know. It's beautiful. Look at that. I mean, later we want to talk about this because Gina, she brought an amazing things. And guys, definitely, this smells delicious. Snackies, exactly. Gina, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for sharing all this. We have a lot of things to talk because, yes, I was saying in Spanish, our public, they were asking us, you should have invited Gina, you should invite Whiskey Kitchen, and yes, finally you're here with us.
So nice.
Thank you so much. So Gina, what is the story of the first time? How do you feel in love with cooking? Any fun and unexpected memory that you have about it?
So earlier we were talking about entrepreneurs, and entrepreneurs pivot, right? We come into something. So I originally moved to Mexico to open a wine import business.
Okay.
Which I did in Mexico City. And it was doing great. And then COVID hit.
Okay.
At the same time, I'd opened a little tiny fried chicken shop there when the United States was going crazy of who's better, like Popeyes or Chick-fil-A or something. Remember
the marketing fight?
Yes. So I was like, well, my grandmother makes the best fried chicken, in my opinion, on the planet. So I used her recipe, and I opened a little restaurant in Mexico City that I had given to my partner that is there. And
it's still there.
Open. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And that was the beginning of the chef part. I was always front of the house sommelier. I always, like, my last big job was J. Alexander's. We had 33 restaurants in 13 states.
Oh, but you're a mixologist.
Yeah. So I did all of that. The cooking part came with, when you help with restaurant openings and that sort of thing.
You have to be involved.
Exactly. So then I said, well, I can do this. And so I pivoted and I opened my little store. And then thank goodness I did that because during COVID, the wine business, tanked, as a lot of things did. So I had to say goodbye.
How was that moment? How was that moment, Gina? Because I know when you're talking, I can see your eyes that you would put a lot of effort and a lot of dreams.
I was so proud. I had moved from the United States to Mexico City and I had done it. And it took me 4 years just to get the papers. And then I had worked with the local university and gotten the sales team from the university. And
to put a dream on
I was working.
Exactly.
But sometimes things happen for a reason. And I don't think I would be here if that was still active there.
Right, definitely. Gina, can you share a moment early in your career that you realize this is what I want and this is what I want to do for the rest of my life?
Oh, so Little Chef, who was like last week, I think, and I posted a Facebook thing about it's me in Maito holding food that I had finally gotten to cook in the sand in Maito for my friends.
Wow.
And that was pretty amazing. But as far as food and wine and that sort of thing, it was when I was really little and my mother would let me cook Thanksgiving. I was 10.
Wow.
We would go to the store and I'd make the list and make a mess of the whole kitchen. But I knew then that hospitality was in my genes.
Exactly. And cooking from the heart, and actually because you have that appreciation from your mom.
Yeah.
We were saying behind cameras, your mom, she's 82.
Yes.
Hi, Mom, by the way.
Hi, Mom.
Because she's going to see it and watch it. Oh, yeah, so hi. And you should have come to Vallarta, by the way.
Dorothy Lee.
Exactly. So you have that love, you have that passion, and it's just, you can see it at the beginning. You can see it and you can smell it. And this is why the people they choose you, these people they recommend you all the time, because it's impressive how people recommend you all the time, Gina.
Well, Vallarta is such a lovely community in general. I believe having lived in Mexico City and been overlooked a million times in that city. CDMX, I love you. You're huge and amazing, and
But it's sort of different.
to be a female white girl opening up a business in Mexico City, they said no, I did it,
Indeed.
but it was so much harder.
That's my next question, Gina. Puerto Vallarta, we know is not your hometown. However, for destiny or for rules of life drew you here. And then what was the most surprising thing about starting a restaurant here in a new place?
I'm an ocean girl. I have been since I was little. So when I'm closer to the water, I feel better. And that was extremely stressful. COVID was extremely stressful for everybody.
Indeed.
So I think with what happened with Vallarta was I opened a little bitty place. I think we had 8 tables. There was no store. Like, it was a little tiny place up on Highway 200. And I had advertised on Trisha Lyman's website.
Right.
And said, hey, if anybody is not doing well, I will take over your spot, turnkey, and I'll do it. And I did it. And then since I moved to a bigger place because of lots of storage issues and happily over here on Francisco be in a bigger place where I can do lots of things. Vallarta just sort of can wrap their arms around you.
Exactly.
Or not.
Exactly.
Right. And I do believe it's like a small town, even though thousands of people come, and we're very grateful that thousands of people come during the main season.
Right.
But the people that live here year round, they understand how hard it is to have a business here. And they do support you in lots of different ways, little ways.
Feel like home.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. I totally agree with you. Gina, talking about Whiskey Kitchen experience, when someone walks into your place, because your place is amazing, you can see that feeling like a home, because you all the time you're there and you make the people feel like they are in a home, right? What is the first time? What people should expect when they walk into Whiskey Kitchen?
My hope is, whether I'm there or not, you're greeted with, hey, welcome, thank you, in Spanish and in English. Like, everybody's welcome.
Your team is amazing, by the way.
Everybody's welcome. And that's, if you ask me, the biggest challenge in Mexico, it's labor. It really is.
However, you're creating a family with these guys.
Yeah.
And these guys, they put the shirt on it, and they have the Whiskey Kitchen shirt. And of course, when you are not there, and even though you're there, I mean, they're super friendly, make you feel people like home, right? So what is the main dishes that you have at home? What's expecting, I mean, for the people who haven't been there?
What I am known for sure, is fried chicken. Fried chicken and mac and cheese. That.
We have it here.
Right there.
And it smells amazing.
What I have added is steaks, pastas, Creole dishes, not just South Carolina food, but also New Orleans flavors. We do Nashville hot chicken if you're brave enough. You can give that a swing. We do a lot of things because in a beach town, if you're planning dinner for 10 people, you want to have things for kids and adults and people that eat lots of salads. And so it's a very diverse menu now.
Exactly.
And I think it has to be in Vallarta.
Right.
Yeah.
However, I mean, your food is very South, but however, it has a little touch of a Mexican.
I try.
Okay.
I try, like pan de muerto. Pan de muerto. This one is Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. So it's a play. It's taking the special bread of the Dia de Muerto and adding a little U.S. touch to it. It's delicious.
Oh my God, you have to taste it, guys.
Yeah.
So Gina, we know that in Whiskey Kitchen, you have amazing cocktails. You do a special combination between whiskey, bourbon, and something else. So please, let's talk about that. Let's go to the commercial, and when we're coming back, let's talk about it.
Perfect.
And we're going to talk about more about this. So guys, Seriously, if you have an opportunity to go to Whiskey Kitchen, that's your place. Let's go to the commercials.
A volte tutta una tempesta, ma tu son tante cose esiste. Io t'aspetto a braccia aperte.
So we're here with Gina Ray from Whiskey Kitchens, and let me tell you guys, this smell is amazing. You have to go. If you don't have plans today and you don't have anything, señora, if you don't have food at home, go to Whiskey Kitchen. Trust me. Your family will love it.
As family friendly. Yeah.
Exactly. So, Gina, we know that your cocktails are amazing in your place, and you must share with us what is those cocktails that you made.
So I think the main difference of my beverage program is that my main base is bourbons and whiskey. So we do several drinks that are Mexico meets the South. So you can get an old fashioned with mezcal and with bourbon mixed.
Okay.
But generally the main difference, because yes, and think about the levels of flavor. Niveles de sabores. Just think about that with those two things.
Well, let me tell you, because I included myself. It's hard because people, they don't know, or we're not familiar with whiskey, either with bourbon, and then the tastes are different. However, a combination with mezcal, oh my goodness, that's a punch.
Yeah,
definitely, that's a punch.
absolutely.
Wow. How do you come with those ideas, Gina?
Well, I borrow them. I drink a little bit. I do love agave spirits.
Right.
That's for sure. But I think to do things just a little bit different is where can we go to get things just a little bit different? And hopefully, we were saying before, we build longer tables. We take both cultures and mix them up a little bit. And
Right.
hopefully we make everybody feel welcomed, and we serve you big portions so you can share and take food home and have a blast with the family or on a day. We have
Indeed.
open doors for everybody.
Looking ahead, Gina, what is a dream or wild idea for Whiskey Kitchen that you have to bring in your life soon?
That's a great question. If we could somehow make Puerto Vallarta busy all year,
That would be great.
because that is a giant struggle as a business owner, not just restaurants. It's everybody.
Everybody.
And it is difficult. And but if I could blink and do one thing that it's more of, so my background, I'm a very fancy dancy, third level WSET, graduate of London sommelier, and first level quartermaster sommeliers. And my whole world used to be study, learn, taste, talk about, do trainings, all that sort of thing. And we mentioned that I had a business in Mexico City that closed. And when you have things like that happen,
You have an organization.
you sort of shut out some of those.
That happens to you. Exactly.
So I'm bringing a little bit, doing wine classes again. I'm doing the mezcal de agave class. Doing my own label of tell me.
But it was for
And
good.
let's go.
Yeah, it was for good. I mean,
Yes.
you take all these advantages and you were saying, I mean, why I need all that and to put it together in one thing? And suddenly Whiskey Kitchen, it was
There it is.
mind. Exactly.
So now I've certainly expanded it. I have a grocery delivery business called Pig Out Grocery.
By the way, your logo, I love your logo. I love your piggy. He's cute. Look at that piggy. Look at that piggy with lots of personality. And that's another personality that we can talk about, because Harry, he is,
Oh yes. Harry the host.
Harry the host.
Yeah. I was like,
Yes.
he's like, do it again.
Do it again.
Una vez más.
Yes.
See?
That's Piggy, but however, you shouldn't go and meet Harry. Who's Harry? Please tell people who Harry.
Harry's my schnauzer poodle guy, and he's there a lot.
He's active in social media. Yes, he is the boss. He's the owner of Whiskey Kitchen.
He has a very big mouth, but he's an opportunist, so he'll always come visit you when your food is served at exactly the right time.
Exactly. So yeah, you should have gone and meet her. That's for sure. So Gina, this is part of your personality. That's part of the Whiskey Kitchen and the people that you make it to feel like in a home, right? So for inspiring another chefs and another people who have businesses here in Vallarta, tell us in one lesson with what should they know before they do this, before they start trying to make a dream come true, actually?
That's a great question. I believe that if daily you follow your joys and not your fears, follow your joy, and that will lead to what your why is. My why is to provide nutrition inside and outside for people. So that involves charities, community work. I do all that. I love all of that. It's so important.
And you announce it in your social media all the time.
Yes.
All the time. Gina is amazing.
Yeah.
She, when here in Vallarta, we have the opportunity to share with the community. You are one of the first one to raise your hand, and I'll help.
And I always say, I don't have a lot of money, but I can make you some food.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
And I do feed all the homeless people on Francisco Villa. Anytime they want, they know to come by and visit. But I believe if you follow just your joys and say, I love doing that, but I didn't really like that. I like being in that room. I did not enjoy being in this other room. And then from there, you kind of learn what drives you and what your why might be. Everybody has a purpose. Everybody can figure out their purpose, and your purpose doesn't have to be a business. It can be how you treat your neighbors and how you walk down the street.
Totally.
Totally.
And people, and I mean,
Yeah.
food makes people happy.
Yes. And the idea, build that lot, the United States is going through an extremely imperative moment.
Right.
And here in Mexico, I believe what unites us as a culture is that we build longer tables. We embrace people. We help when there's a flood. We help when we just kind of dive in and help each other. I will never forget, I was cooking for a build way out in East Mongolia. And I was driving back. It was probably 2 a.m.
Okay.
And a tree had fallen in the middle of the street.
Okay.
It was raining, and people got out of their cars. They had machetes with them, and they just chopped the tree and moved it out of the way. And everybody kept going because it's a 2-lane road if you don't know Highway 200. And I was like, that's Vallarta.
That's fire.
Like whatever that was, that's Vallarta.
They're actually, yes, and the people who work, yeah, we are involved. We are in love of that, and we appreciate that. And people, of course, know that's why we are the friendly city in I would say in the world. We have that title, and because of that, we have that feeling, and we can share it. Not even though, as we mentioned at the beginning, Puerto Vallarta is not our hometown, but we are part of the family. We're the part of Vallarta's family. What's next for Gina and for Whiskey Kitchen? What's next?
I have been working so hard on PV Cooks, which is my cooking channel. It is I think I have 35 videos so far, and I haven't quite found exactly. I hate editing. I don't even understand how to edit.
Amazing what you're doing, because your videos, by the way, you have to check her videos, because she talks about Petey's recommendations, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
So if you are coming to Vallarta and you don't have the slightest idea where should go, the first place, obviously, it's Whiskey Kitchen, of course. But later, you're doing that. You're making recommendations because, we have a lot of amazing friends,
Yes,
who are the owners of restaurants, and we're sharing these videos. So it's amazing. And plus, you have Whiskey Kitchen. Plus, you have the PG service. What else? Always, you're doing something with restaurant.
I have another kitchen. I do the food only at Oasis. It's called the Little Southern Kitchen, but I just launched a menu that I love. It has, the tagline is ribs, fried chicken, and seafood. So you can go in and get a platter of all of that. Again, build that longer table, share with people. I'm really proud of that menu. And they are more of a live music venue. They do a lot of bands and that kind of stuff. We do acoustic, calm, lovely stuff at Whiskey, but down there it's a whole different vibe. But this year,
Right, Emiliano Zapata, almost romantic zone.
yeah, almost romantic zone. It's near the California Market and the Rio Quale. And it's a big venue, and you can go and have some delicious food and have some fun with your friends and enjoy some live music. If you want to come without music, you can come early.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So how do you find, how people found you, your social media, Whiskey Kitchen?
The best way is follow me on Whiskey Kitchen, because I use that as my hub to post all my features. I do prime rib night once a month, pork chop night, meatloaf day, all kinds of fun things that when I feel like cooking, sometimes I'll just decide one day to make pot roast. Okay, I'm making pot roast tomorrow. Who wants it? Just follow me on Whiskey Kitchen and you'll see, and make sure it's following, right?
Right. Yes. Yes.
You want to do the following button, and you can get all kinds of information, and I answer all of those messages. I'm the person that's answering all that. So you can
social media too.
You can ask any question that you want.
Okay. Something else, Gina, that you will have to share with us?
No,
the public?
No, it's just get out. A lot of people love or hate Anthony Bourdain. He's all over that kitchen at Oasis. I did a whole sort of honor to him and his craziness. But, his thing was always get out and try a local restaurant. And that includes in Vallarta a lot of expat owners as well.
Right.
But don't be afraid to try street tacos. Do not be afraid to go to Pitial and have birria. Like, get out and go taste things and go enjoy this cool city. People are so nice, and Whiskey Kitchen specifically, it's my soul food, and we cater and we do all that kind of stuff. And for sure, you will feel welcomed. If you don't, please let me know. I answer all the messages online. But we do have
recommendations. You have really amazing recommendations. So you should check all the recommendations that she does.
And if you want to know one thing you can do whenever you go visit somewhere that you love, whether it be Whiskey Kitchen, whether it be Memo's Place at Barrio Bistro, wherever you go, just give them a shout out and say, wow, thank you. Because if you understood how we endure the low season going into the high season,
exactly,
you would really understand how much we appreciate that.
No, and as many times that we talk about this, Gina, we are a community and we are helping each other. I mean, the best way that we're succeeding on this is to share what we do. I mean, and especially because we love to do this, right? And
you're the same.
Indeed, because both we have a catering business and we're here with support and share. And actually, we're here the whole year, and we're so blessed that Vallarta embrace ourselves too. And what else? It's just a little piece of giving that what Vallarta was giving us the whole year, right?
Right.
Gina, thank you so much for being here. It was a pleasure to have you here. This is your home. This is your house. Anytime that you would love to be here, for us will be a pleasure.
Thank you so much. Thank you for what you guys do.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I know it's a new project, but it's going great. And you need congratulations for that.
Thank you so much.
It's not an easy thing to start something new in media today. Not easy. Well, trust me.
We're doing this and we haven't stopped. For 8 months, we haven't stopped, and we're going to continue these. And of course, all the time we tell people, please tell us, who would you love to have you here? That's why you're here, because people talk with us and tell us, invite Gina. She needs to be in your podcast, and that's why you're here.
I love that. I appreciate that.
Thank you so much for that, Gina.
My pleasure.
Amigos, muchísimas gracias por estar nuevamente. Una vez más, permitirnos entrar a sus hogares como cada semana para nosotros es un gusto. La próxima semana, pues bueno, en las siguientes semanas vamos a tener más invitados. Les recordamos que se suscriban a nuestra página, den clic a la campanita y activen las notificaciones. Nuestros videos los pueden ver a través de nuestra página de CView Magazine, YouTube, y ahora en Spotify van a poder no nada más escucharlos, sino también ver los videos. Muchísimas gracias, buena tarde y buen provecho.